Alex's going to explain to us how he did the bell ringer. Let's pay close attention in case anybody made a mistake. Go ahead.
That means to change the sign of the y coordinate, so I just changed the sign. That's how I got it.
All right, and what did you get for the coordinates? Because some people can't see those coordinates. What did you get?
A prime is 2 and -4. B prime is -2 and 5. And C prime is -6 and -7.
Thank you. Ellie, tell us, do you agree or disagree with that answer? Yeah, perfect. So that is the correct answer. All you do is change the sign of the y coordinates to -4, -2, 5, and -6, -7. Awesome. What questions do you have for me? All right, go ahead and put your bell ringers away and get out your notes. John, you have a question?
Do you want me to do my quiz before I do my
No, you'll need to come in like during advisory. I would say after school today, which I guess you could come in after school. No, I have a meeting right after school. You can come in today during advisory, or if you have an off hour where you can come in and take it, it should only take you about 5 minutes to do it. You can do it then, or you can come in the morning before school, or tomorrow during advisory, or tomorrow after school.
Do you want to see our notes up from yesterday?
Yes, yes. Get your notes out from yesterday.
Do you have any spare binders? Because mine's like shredded.
It's huge.
That's fine.
Andrew?
Everybody waits for their phone in the caddy too. Holy crap.
Yes, don't forget to turn your phones and smartwatches in.
My phone's still there, everybody's phone's going. My phone, I put everything in there.
Okay. Did we actually get through the teacher model?
Yeah, and we got through the directed practice.
Okay, so we got through the teacher model, the directed practice. We got done with it.
We're on the guided practice.
Okay. All right, so we're on guided. Is it the one with the...
Yes, this is the right one.
Okay. So this one says graph triangle ABC with vertices A, -3, 2, B, 2, 4, and C, 3, 1. Rotate the triangle 90 degrees about the origin. So what you're going to do is, this one's guided practice, so this is one you're going to do with your partner. Rayleigh, can I get you to move up to seat number 2, and you and Ben will be partners? Okay. All right, so I need you to turn your desk to face your partner. And I need y'all to work this out together. When you're finished, make sure y'all compare your answers to make sure you do them correctly. All right, if I can have your attention, please. So with your rotation, with 90 degrees, you should have done -B, A, or opposite of B, A. So that means you should have flipped them and changed the sign of the y value. So A prime would become -2, -3. B prime would be -4, +2, and C prime would be -1, +3. And there's what your picture would look like. Okay. All right, what questions do you have for me on that problem? Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one's a guided practice. Again, guys, you should be working with your partner, and y'all should be talking together to your partner. Aiden, can I get you turn, you and Bryson turn y'all's desks more facing each other? Like, it should look like we're speaking. Same thing, Kate. You need to turn yours all over. There you go. And this makes it more likely that you are to talk to each other.
I don't care. I'm on your phone.
All right, here's the next one you're going to do with your partner. It says graph triangle DEF with vertices D, -3, -1, E, -1, 2, and F, 4, -2. And rotate the triangle 180 degrees about the origin. So that one you need to fill in the 180 degree up there. Alright, so on this one, it said graph triangle DEF, and D was -3, -1, -1, 2, and 4, -2. The red triangle is my pre-image. That's my original triangle. This right down here is F. Okay. And then it said to rotate it 180 degrees. Well, that just means opposite of A, opposite of B. So you just change the sign of both your X and Y. So D prime would become +3, +1. E prime would become +1, -2. And F prime would become -4, +2. Okay, so then if I graph those, 3, 1 is to the right 3, up 1. E prime is to the right 1, down 2. And F prime is to the left 4 and up 2. Okay? So your finger is pretty much in the same spot. It's just, backwards. It was rotated around to face the other way. All right, now before you try one on your own, what questions do you have for me? Is everybody okay? Everybody got everything copied down? Anybody need to keep it on the screen a little bit longer? Just to make sure you have it correct on yours. Alright, this is the one you're going to do on your own. First, you're going to have to fill in that blank with what the degree of rotation is. It says graph quadrilateral JKLM, so you're going to have 4 points, with vertices J14, K55, L72, and M22. Rotate the triangle, or it says triangle, it should say quadrilateral, 180 degrees about the origin. So try this one on your own. Alright, so those are your new coordinates, and that's your new image. 180 degrees is opposite of A, opposite of B. Opposite of A, opposite of B. Okay? Notice it's pretty much just turned around backwards. 180 degrees. What questions do you have for me on that one? Okay. Alright, let's try the next one. Graph quadrilateral QRST with vertices Q, -6, -3, R, -5, 0, S, -3, 0, and T, -1, -3. Rotate the quadrilateral 270 degrees about the origin. 270 degrees. Alright, if I can have your attention, please. On 270 degree rotation, it's B, opposite of A. So you change the sign of your X values and then you flip them. So Q prime would be -3, +6. R prime would be 0, +5. S prime would be 0, +3. And T prime would be -3, +1. Okay, and then here's your original. The blue's my original, my pre-image. And then it was rotated 270 degrees. So it was here, and then this would have been 90 degrees, 180, 270 is almost all the way back around. Okay. All right, what questions do you have for me on rotations? Okay. All right, this is going to be page 22 of your notes. In your notes, you need to make it 5.3 rotations. I forgot to change your 4 to a 5 on your notes, so make it 5.3 rotations. But do not put your notes up because you're going to want them on your assignment. John, hold off on that just a second. Let's get this out of the way first.
Graph paper?
Well, it's up to you. They have graph paper on here. You can do it on here. And I'm going to show you what I did to make it easier on me. All right, so in your student journal, I need you to turn to page 105. And if you look on page 105, they have the rules listed for you right up there, and I have them highlighted so I can keep looking back at them. So you have the rules listed here, and plus you have all those examples that we did together, okay? The only numbers you're gonna do are numbers 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 on page 105.
I count by twos.
Yes, that's why I wanted to go over this first part together. All right, it says, graph the image of the polygon after a rotation of the given number of degrees about the origin. So number 1 says 180. What I did, and what we're going to do together, is we're going to go through and figure out the coordinates of all the points, J, K, L, and M. Now, to make this easier on me, if you would look up at the board real quick, you see how I made it count by ones. See how I added in the marks in there to make it count by ones, and that's to make it easier on me. Okay, so now I can count by ones. So when I want to do J, that would be 1, 2, so that's -2. And then K would be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, the Y value would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So J is -2, 4. Okay, and then K, if I count over, how many units is that over to K?
5.
That's 5, and it's to the left, so it'd be -5. And then how many units is that up?
1.
So that would be +1. So K is -5, +1. All right, what about L? How many times do I have to count over to get to L?
2.
So that's -2. And then what about down?
2.
So that's -2. Now what about M? How many times do I have to go over to the right?
1.
And up?
1.
So that's +1, +1. Very good. So those are the coordinates for J, K, L, and M. Okay. All right, let's do the coordinates for R, S, and T. R, I made this one go by ones as well. So I went through and did all these marks. Put them on here in the middle. So R is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's to the left. So that's -4. And it doesn't go up or down any. So it's -4, 0. Okay. What would be my coordinates for S?
-1.
-1 and 4.
-1 and 5.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so if I start here and start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, it's on 5. It's on number 5. So -1, 5. Okay, and then what about T?
-6 and 1.
-5 and 1.
Yeah, because see, it's right here at this mark here. If I count that, this right here is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be -5, and then that would be 1. So -5, 1. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do these ordered pairs together, because it can be hard when they count by twos. Okay. All right, number 3. A is 1 to the right and 1, 2, 3, 4. So A would be 1, 4. What about B? It's right there on 4, but what's that number right there going to be? The Y value. Well, if we count, there's B. We go 1, 2, 3. And then what about C?
2, no, 3. Yeah, it'd be 3, 1.
3, 1. Do y'all agree with that? Does everybody else agree with 3, 1?
Yes.
Okay. And then what about D?
1 and 2.
Perfect. All right, so now you have the coordinates of the pre-image. So now you just have to follow the rules and do your rotations, and you can do them directly on here. When you're done, make sure your name's on it, tear it out, and give it to me. If you don't finish, it's homework. It'll be due at the beginning of class tomorrow.